A pretty small Season 20 patch for Overwatch 2. Junker Queen's Carnage cooldown will be increased from 8 seconds to 9 seconds. Hazard's Jagged Wall is getting a buff where the knockback damage is increased from 40 to 50, and the health of the wall will be increased from 350 to 400. A Rhine nerf where the Earth Shatter cost will be increased by 9%. For Sigma, a massive buff for his Hyperspheres where the impact direct damage is increased from 15 to 25. That changes kill break points for back-to-back shots. For Bastion, he shoots way faster now with his configuration Recon as the fire rate has been increased from 5 to 6 shots per second. For Freya, a reshuffle on her damage where the rev draw crossbow damage is increased from 25 to 30. However, the take aim direct hit damage is reduced from 40 to 30, and the explosion is reduced from 90 to 80. For her quick dash, the distance traveled is increased by 15%, and for the Bola shot ultimate, the hinder duration on the target is increased from 1.2 to 1.4 seconds, and the area slow is increased from 25% to 45%. For Junkrat, the frag launcher projectile speed is increased from 25 to 30. For his frag cannon perk, the projectile speed increase is reduced from 40% to 25%, and it no longer reduces ammo capacity. For Reaper, the Reaping passive lifesteal is reduced from 30% to 25%. For Vendetta, a big change from her playtest state. In general, they've reduced the recovery times of the Palatine Fang overhead, Whirlwind Dash, and Projected Edge by about 15%, so things should come out faster. The animation should feel a little bit better. For the Projected Edge, the projectile speed will be increased from 33 to 37 meters per second. The Soaring Slice max throw distance is reduced from 16 to 14 meters. The Siphoning Strike perk lifesteal is increased from 30% to 40%, and the Swift Vengeance perk overhealth is increased from 125 to 150. For Venture's passive Explorer's Resolve, the shield health gain per ability is reduced from 30 to 25. For Baptiste, the Immortality Field cooldown is reduced from 25 to 22 seconds. For Ilari, the Captive Sun projectile size is reduced from 0.75 to 0.45. For Juno, the Medi Blaster can now crit damage against enemies. You were unable to headshot before, now you can. For Kiriko, a nerf to her base projectile size on her kunais from 0.15 to 0.12. And finally, from Wu Yang, a nerf to his Rushing Torrent where the movement speed boost is reduced from 50% to 40%.